Hi, this is Anime Short and Sweet. Today we will be covering the anime, Restaurant to Another World. The story begins at the well-known Western restaurant Nekoya, which is situated on a street corner in a busy area of Tokyo. Both traditional Japanese food and some Western meals are available here. Although it is believed that they are closed on Saturdays, they actually leave their doors open to visitors from other realms. As they consume their dinner, customers fight over which dish white rice complements the best. Many of the customers get into heated arguments ranging from pork loin cutlets to curry rice. One of the clients tries to steal the other man's teriyaki to see if his claims are true, but the chef stops him and says they are being too rowdy and won't be served again because there is no violence allowed in this establishment. After hearing this, the customers quickly resumed eating their meal. Shortly after, a dragon is then seen soaring toward a mountain filled with gold, which contains the restaurant entrance. The dragon changes into a lady and orders her servant to provide her with a dress. The woman tells us she's been around for over 100,000 years and can't wait to devour her meal. She explains that she is one of the 6 great dragons and that she must transform in order to not frighten the other customers and that she must uphold her deal with the master of Nekoya. As she puts on her clothes, she brings her own pot and asks for beef stew, which is what she always gets. She moans as she says the beef brings everything together and that the vegetables and broth are always excellent. As she departs, the woman gives 2 gold pieces in exchange for a big pot, which she transforms into a dragon to consume. The chef finishes his shift and leaves a pot to simmer throughout the night. When the chef returns the next morning, the food has been consumed, and a random girl is lying on the kitchen floor, wondering where she is. When the chef asks the girl her name, she replies that it is Aletta. He then inquires as to how she got here. Aletta responds, stating that she was in the capital after fleeing her hometown half a year ago. The girl is seen eating scraps and attempting to fall asleep but is unable to do so because she is hungry. As the woman gets up, she notices the fragrance of food in a strange door. Believing it to be a dream, she enters the room and starts to devour the meal. The girl apologizes and reveals that she is actually a demon and not human. All demons have characteristics that humans don't have, such as horns, scales, venomous blood, and toxic sweat, as proof that they are under the divine protection of the demon gods. Even if one of your parents is human, the offspring will always have a sign of the gods' blessing. Hers are black goat horns. But unlike other demons, she has almost the same physical and magical strength as a regular person. She was earning a decent livelihood in the royal capital till her horns were revealed, and was later dismissed. The chef walks away as she states this, declaring that he doesn't even care about the corn dish anymore and that he is starving, so he asks if the woman is staying for breakfast. She says she can't because she's broke and doesn't want to stir up more problems. The chef offers to let her stay and eat since it is a staff meal and she will not need to pay. She accepts, and he begins preparing and serving the breakfast special. She savors each and every piece as they start to eat, which makes him laugh since he considers himself to be a lucky cook, given that he is someone who is so eager to eat his food. As they finish eating, the chef asks Aletta if she is still looking for work since she has past experience as a waitress. He then offers her a job once a week that requires her to wait tables and clean any dishes. She will be paid the equivalent of 10,000 yen, or, as she knows it, 10 silver coins, for a full day because he views this as temporary student employment. She is surprised by the sum he is willing to offer, but he points out that it is demanding work that calls for 14-hour shifts with breaks and free meals. In the end, she accepts and is hired. The chef notices she is filthy and asks her to wash up in the shower room. Once she is done, she begins training, starting with setting up tables. The dragon from before sees this and mentions that something new was added to her treasure and will return soon. Aletta begins hiding her coins and begins her journey toward finding a job in her world, as she wishes to sleep with a roof over her head. As Aletta begins to drift off to sleep, her body begins to glow. The dragon reveals there is no reason to be concerned because no one in this realm would dare harm a piece of her treasure. Thanks for watching, Anime Short and Sweet. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe down below to my channel. See you next time.